Today we're gonna work on doing triceps. This is one of my best body parts, so I think this routine is badass. We're gonna start with some dips, which works all three heads of the triceps. Then we're gonna go over to rope tricep push downs, which works all three heads of the triceps. And we're gonna finish up with some lateral medial head work with the line tricep extensions. So follow me and let's get big. I'm a real fucking good donor. Okay, so you see I'm doing some dips. I like to start my arm workout with dips or some type of compound movement. And the nice thing about dips, it works all three heads of the triceps in one movement. The tip to keeping your chest involvement to a minimum is to keep your body upright as opposed to leaning forward. And you know, dips are great because you can do a ton of reps and get a lot out of them, or you can put some straps and weight on and keep your reps low. So one thing I'll do sometimes is I'll slow the eccentric down to almost 5 seconds and explode up to the top. And if you do that, you'll feel your tricep explode. So it works all three heads. It's an awesome movement, and you can do it in so many different ways. It's gonna create a lot of stimulation to the muscle. Remember, keep your chest up, don't lean forward, and you keep it mostly all tricep. So definitely start your workout next week with dips. Check it out, and stay tuned for the rest of the workout here at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym. It's a tricep. No, I'm kidding. I like using the rope. Really allows you to isolate all three heads of the tricep. And you know, a lot of times people use this as a beginner to warm their elbows up, but you're really missing out on a lot of good quality movement by not treating this like a real tricep exercise, because using a rope, unlike fixed positions when you're doing push downs, allows you to, like I said, hit all three heads. And you know, as you can see, I was doing a little superset there. So once my tricep fatigues, particularly the medial head of the tricep and long head, the lateral head usually adds a lot left. So then you keep the hands together and keep pushing, and you're able to stimulate all three heads equally. So, you know, I might do as much as 20 reps with this, 10 and 10. 10 where I spread my hands at the bottom, and 10 where I keep my hands together. But this has been a great way to stimulate my triceps. And that's been a real strong factor. My arms are like one of my strongest body parts. And I think this is one of the key things, is being able to strategically plan and not just do a movement to do it, but understanding why I'm doing the movement. And I think that's important for you viewers to understand why you're doing movements, you know? What works medial head of the tricep versus the long head of the tricep versus the lateral head of the tricep. Understanding that will really allow you to develop your body. But I think you're gonna feel your triceps explode, and you'll feel a lot of blood flow, and you're gonna feel great. Dumbbell line tricep extension. A little take on the typical skull crusher. Skull crushers can't seem to find a position that don't bother my elbows. Lateral head and medial head of the tricep without affecting my elbows, hurting my elbows. And the pre-stretch in this position allows me to get a tighter contraction, which is always helpful when you're trying to stimulate more muscle fiber. So I don't typically go too heavy because I don't want to put too much strain on my elbows, but you know, I'll push it so I can fail with 8 reps. And typically, you know, I'll keep 60 to 90 seconds in between sets. So to be safe, say 60 seconds would be very effective. And this will typically be at the end of my tricep workout, and I'll do anywhere between 4 to 5 sets, and make sure that, you know, my triceps are just completely spent when I'm done, and get a really, really strong contraction. It's going to be extremely useful. Different strokes for different folks. Everything doesn't work for everybody, but this is based on working the muscle with intention, strategically, so I think it will work for you. Give it a shot. Remember, it's not just about moving weight. Understand what you're trying to do, understand the muscle you're working, and let's get big.
So, I mean, you look phenomenal out there.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Very much. Not nearly as phenomenal as you and your day.
Well, back then we didn't have the technology like today, but I'm just saying that when we started, we just had barbells and dumbbells. We didn't have the sophisticated stuff. It was all about the part.
You inspired us all.
Yeah.
I used to watch that program on television every day, every Friday night in the projects, just for that 5 minutes when you would come out and take your shirt off and do something amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.